cheeky, raunchy and very confronting. They're the controversial Aussie ads that have made headlines for all the wrong reasons. But is all publicity good publicity?
Well, for the second time now, Nissan's commercial for its Pulsar hatch has been struck down by the Advertising Standards Bureau. That's after viewers filed more than 20 separate complaints. Now, it's not the only ad to be banned from the airwaves. Take a look at this. It's so controversial, the ASB has banned it twice in 2 months.
Just breathe.
Oh, I am breathing!
Nissan's Pulsar ad shows a young man racing against the clock as his seemingly pregnant wife goes into labour.
Okay.
The ad was pulled after viewers complained it encouraged reckless driving, and it's not the only commercial to cop criticism. Aussiemite's latest ad caused outrage amongst Catholics after it showed a sacramental wafer being dipped into a jar of yeast. So do all controversial ads backfire? Women everywhere hailed the ad that dared to use the V word, despite the commercial racking up over 140 complaints last year. And Dick Smith's Australia Day ad was ruled too offensive to run on primetime TV.
And the taste isn't beauty. Why else would thousands be trying to get here?
I love Mr. Dix.
Instead, the ad went viral, garnering over 500,000 views on YouTube. So when does a little controversy go too far? Joining us now is marketing expert Matthew Bywater. Matthew, this is the second time that the Nissan ad has been banned. I mean, it's unbelievable. So when does a controversy like this work, and when does it actually just start to damage the brand?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the long-term value of what they're trying to achieve. And I think with Nissan, they've just overstepped the mark a little bit. And we're talking 20 complaints, not a lot of complaints. Yeah. When this ad first viewed, I did see some issues with in the car industry. Very careful about promoting speed, braking. They had a lot of screeching brakes, had a lot of engine noises, and the wife urging the husband, faster, faster, let's hurry up. You could see there's issues there, but they're having a third go at it. They're not giving up.
It's crazy. They're really sticking to it. But often when you see these car commercials, you see a little strap come up under, you know, all done under driver superstition. But, you know, they've had had 3 cracks at it now. Why do they keep persisting with it?
Well, because they've already created the ad, so what they're doing is just cutting bits out. Remember, there's huge production costs in these ads. Yeah. So it's easier for them just to recreate it a little bit than start again from scratch.
And they must be happy that everybody's talking about it.
Well, they're getting great, and because they're not talking about it in a negative way.
Yeah.
Some of these other ads we see at times, it causes controversy, it turns people off. This has not really turned people off.
20 complaints.
20 complaints.
Nothing. It's not really. What about the Aussiemite ad? So that had 50 complaints that was deemed sacrilegious. Do you think that was a deliberate strategy?
We're hearing it is, but to quite frank, I don't think it's really upset the Catholic community that much. Like, it's not really, most Catholics I know, they said it's just a bit of fun and humour. It's not really being offensive. I'm not sure if this is written down anywhere in the Bible, in the Catholic version of the Bible. You know, thou shalt not eat Aussiemite. You know, maybe they're craft supporters and they want Vegemite or something. But I think that's a little bit of an overreaction.
So Dick Smith's also had a bit of an altercation with the Standards Board.
If you watch the full advert, you'll see why. And there's 2 components to it. And keep in mind, the guy who actually produced this ad is a comedian.
Right.
And quite a lot of satire. He's quite a funny guy. But the ad, there is some language in there, some sexual innuendo. If you take it wrong, you can see why it gets banned off primetime TV. The second component, to do with the refugees, overreaction. But we're in a politically sensitive environment where any mention of boat people, be very careful what you say. I don't see how that was offensive myself, but people reacted to it.
Well, we kind of have a comedic mind about it. You can't take it seriously. But Dick Smith's always pushed it.
And he's a great humanitarian. That's the crazy thing.
It's not about that.
He would never offend those people. He's on record of wanting to help these people.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was, though, a big hit on YouTube, right? So even though there was all this controversy about it being in prime time and it couldn't run, it had a second go online.
Exactly, and that's where these ads can kind of play out, because somebody might get that who has children, may not want them to hear the type of language which pops up elsewhere in the ad, and thinks, I'll send this to my friends of my age group. But my children seeing it. So there is some selectivity there.
Yeah. Kia Sorato's also stirred up some controversy with uncomfortable moments. I mean, how do you balance the good and the bad?
Well, that's always difficult. I think Kia have done really well here, because there was a few people offended a little bit, but generally because it is a little bit promiscuous, if you like. But it's done in good humour. I mean, I think they picked the right character character. The guy doesn't look like a playboy. He doesn't look like some international sort of playboy model or something. So I think they've actually done a really good job with this one.
Yeah. We're about to, or we're kind of in the midst of getting like bombarded with all the election ad campaigns. Have we got some bad ones coming, do you think?
We will have some bad ones. One of the real issues we have with election campaigns is there's always an issue of credibility, particularly the political environment at the moment. But one of the big issues is disinterest. People are not that interested in it. When you consider there's 12 million voters, about 1 million voters are undecided. So most of the adverts and most of the pork barrelling is headed towards about or less than 10% of the population.
Wow.
So the rest of us, if anyone else has already made up their mind, they're not really applicable. And so what you're hearing is people droning on and on and on and on, and you're just actually badgering and annoying people.
Yeah, I know.
And using all our tax dollars up too.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice one. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Always good to talk to you, mate.